Alright folks, giving y'all an update. Now y'all gonna understand why I was painting the black now and working on the leads. I had to make the leads bigger because they had carpet on them. There was 1/2 inch gaps in them because I didn't want huge gaps in here. Okay, and I mean I got them tight. That over rubs a little bit when you open it. Alright, that's why I like the black here. See, right down the back ones here. That's what I done there. And these got pretty good sized gaps on them here, bigger than the front does. So I tried to tighten them up. All right, got the seat base back in. That was almost all day. I cleaned it really good twice, and then started putting that on. I started putting this on at 1 o'clock, and it's 6. So, but look, it's the first time I ever done it. You know, so it took me longer. Somebody that does it for a living probably could have done the whole truck today. Whole truck. I ain't working on a truck. The whole boat today. I'm tired, ain't I? The whole boat today, okay? Somebody knows what they're doing. All right? I've only used 2 rolls. I got 2 rolls left, which should be plenty to do the back. Now, the sides over here, we're going to do something else. And it hadn't came yet. All right? When I get done, I'll tell you what this is, where I got it, what I think of it, and all that, okay? This is the camo, snow camo. I know some of you are going, Des, you got a blue boat. I know. I love the blue camo. I know people that have it. But I kept thinking, wow, that's a lot of blue. With the blue camo, I think the blue camo would have been pretty. And I also think this is going to be cooler. I know it's got some black in it, but it's got a lot of white in it. This stuff's supposed to be cooler anyway. Okay? And it's definitely nice and soft. I hate carpet in boats. I've had carpet in so many different boats. I've had boats, guys. I've owned a boat ever since I was, I don't know, 20. I've owned a boat, so all of them had carpet. All right, and this is the paint. Okay, I think it's called Total Tread. That's what I put on there, and I almost done the whole boat in it. My first plan was to do this whole floorboard in it. Okay, and just put this on top and back, and I was going to use a solid gray up here. And as I got talking to people and everything and watching them on YouTube, I really like the camo, and my son says if you lay a jig down, you'll never find it. Yeah. But I really like the camo because it breaks it up, and I think it helps hide these lines and stuff better. So if I was watching guys on YouTube doing it, I noticed that, and I thought I'm gonna go with the camo. Now I'm gonna put a different color here. I can put the same color, like I said, on the sides and on these sides. Now I'm going to start the back deck. Now, I'm not showing every little thing I'm doing. I figured it up last night. I got 70, I think it's 76 hours so far in this. Yeah. I could make a bunch of videos, couldn't I? That's why I'm not going through each and every little step, okay? So, this back here, I'm going to show you something right here. This is what I'm doing. If you look across this boat, you can see it's straight right there, and then it comes into an angle this way. It's coming this way a little bit, all right? Now, this stuff is thick enough you just can't push it down and cut it. I used to lay vinyl flooring and carpet, guys, for about 5 years when I first got out of school. My brother was in that business, and he wanted to quit who he was working for, and I went in business with him, all right? Done that. My knees got to hurt me all the time, and I got out of that. And that's how I got into teaching school. I was doing some work for a school, cleaning up some buildings, helping them get ready to reopen. And they had a position, and I applied for it and got up there teaching building maintenance, okay? I taught building maintenance for years. 15 years, I reckon, before I moved on and went to my own self. And doing, y'all know me as a paint contractor, but when I first started, I done vinyl siding replacement windows, basically what I done. When I moved here, I done some replacement windows, but I found there was a niche for painting, and I got to where I was painting for people, and bam, next thing I know, that's about all I'm doing. Painting on boathouses and houses and that kind of thing. All right, now, I marked this. All right, I marked that. I'm going to cut that with my scissors. All right, now I'm going to take that. I'm going to cut me. It's going to take 2 pieces going this way because it's not wide enough. And you can buy this stuff, guys, in different widths. I bought the widest I could get, 45.5 inches. At the end of the video, I'll go back through and tell you about this stuff a little bit, how it comes, where you can get it, where I got it, and different things like that. Because I know people are already asking, and what I ran into, what I had to do, and the whole procedure. I'll go through it in about a 3 or 4 minute talk at the end, okay? So I'm going to cut this now, and then I'm going to cut me a piece that'll come out here and overlap here, because I'm going to put another piece here, and I want this top to overlap it. And I know I need to put some kind of trim right here and right here, all right? I was talking about that with my wife last night. As you get up down here and kicking this with your foot, can y'all see that? Somebody getting up here, jumping off this deck. The step goes right there, and you're stepping up and rubbing this all the time. After a while, that's going to probably move. Can you pull this up, guys, after you stick it? No, you can't. If you let it stick in the wrong place, you're in trouble. You take a little bit of paper off the back at a time, all right? Again, when I get done, I'll go through some of that with you. All right, guys, I got the back deck done. I'm going to give you a different look at it. All right. The hardest part before this stuff is these cracks. Like I said, I'm going to give you all a preview at the end. Now, I'm going to go back and sand it. Like you see, this little raggy some places. This stuff is hard to cut because it's foam. Can y'all imagine cutting foam? But I'm trying to get my cracks too big. Some of them I need to trim a little bit. Some of them ain't quite big enough. All right, I'm going to go back and work on that. So it's pretty good all the way across there, and right here it gets a little too tight. If you get them too tight, guys, they'll rub some when you open and shut them. All right, there you go. So, and it's hard to cut off a little bit, I'm telling you. All right, tomorrow, after I paint tomorrow morning, we're going to work on this bottom. We're going to put this bottom in. Like I said, I got something different going on the sides and going here, and it hadn't came in yet. So next week I've got to go fishing because I'm getting low on videos. So when I go fishing, it might not be done. When I ordered this stuff, I ordered it on a Sunday, and I had it by Wednesday or Thursday that same week. I had it, same company and everything. And then they sent me a note, email, the next week and said, "Oh, the other color won't be here until August 25th." And my wife said, "What are you going to do?" So I went online and looking and trying to find somebody else that had what I wanted, and nobody did. So I said, we're going to have to wait for it. So what I'm going to have to do is just stick a seat back in, one seat back in. We're going to go fish and make a video. I've got to cut this out yet for the seat. I did the one on the back. But yeah, stuff like that is not fun. But I like it. I don't know what y'all think of it. My wife just came out here and looked at it. She said, "Oh, I like it." My other, I said earlier, my other idea was the blue, the blue camo, okay? And I was really thinking about that, and my son, I showed him some pictures of it on YouTube, people that had it. He said, "Dad, that's a lot of blue." And I kept looking at it, and I thought, yeah, he's right. And I want it gray. I wish it had some that was all gray, no black in it. There's just different tone grays, but they don't. I think that would have been perfect, don't y'all? Well, this was just a darker gray instead of black. Yeah, I think that would have been great. Alright guys, my camera cut off. I got a bad battery. I got it on a jump box. It ain't helping any. On my table saw laying over there, I made a piece and I painted in this gray paint to go here. Yeah. And the reason they left that gap there, I've always wondered that when I had this boat, because stuff falls back there, right? Well, I'm going to stop that. I made a piece, I painted the same gray, and guys, I don't fish in the rain, so this boat very seldom ever gets wet unless I get caught in a thunderstorm, or a storm comes up and catches me. Alright. I made a piece to go here, and I made it out of a piece of pine, an old piece of pine, probably 30 years old, and that I had here. I keep a lot of lumber laying around, guys, because y'all know I do home improvements, and I got a stack. I keep it covered in my backyard behind my garage. You won't believe how often I dig in it and pull something out and use it, especially like on a job somewhere. I'm doing something, I went, I need a short piece, I need this. I don't run to Home Depot next morning and take it with me from here if I got it. Saves me a lot of time, right? I got something different going on the sides, as I told you, on the side here and this side, and it hadn't come in yet. It was all supposed to come the same time this did. It was the same company and everything. Then they send me this note 2 weeks later that it's running a little late. Then they send me a note saying it won't be here till the 25th. Today is the 21st. Yeah. So I'm going fishing this week. I got to put my seats back in. The reason this is like that is they had to pull this out. The seats mount to this, guys. The seats bolt under here. Screws go here into the bottom of the seats, okay? Now, the reason they had it like that is if they slide this all the way back, this won't open. You got to catch on the back because the back part of the seat goes here. The back part of the seat mounts on here, just the base of the seat mounts there, if that makes sense, okay? So it won't open if it's already back. Well, I understand that. They had to do that. Why did they make something put in that crack right there? You know, they're an aluminum shop. They could have bent a piece of aluminum and bolted it or welded it to this. They just went straight out and put an L on it, you know, made it U-shape. And so when you slid it back there, you shut that hole off. Everything falls back and you got to dig it out. Well, I'm going to end that, okay? My step goes right here. It's laying over on the floor. I've done nothing to it yet. The lead to that step was plastic, yes, and it's got a bow in it. So I've been trying to find something to replace it with. I'm trying not to use wood. I'm trying to find something to replace that with, because I think wood, like plywood, won't last no time. You know, if I keep it dry, it would. But again, if you ever gets wet once or twice, it's in trouble. Now, I can fiberglass it. Okay, I added fiberglass to a lot of those boat places. I made fiberglass pieces. All right. So guys, next time I get back to you, I'm gonna show this floor will be done. I just got done measuring that, figuring that up. It's 5:30 in the evening, so I'm going to go in. I only worked on it like 3 hours this evening. I know some of y'all are going like, Dennis, it's taking a while. I know that's why I took off this month, guys. I made all the videos August the 2nd and 3rd, I think it was, that y'all watching. And I said I was on vacation. Some of y'all guys are going, enjoy your vacation. This is my vacation right here. This and painting my house. Alright guys, starting to gray. It came in yesterday. This is Saturday. And that pitter patter you hear is rain on my tin roof in the garage. It came in yesterday evening. I ordered it on July the 30th. Yes, this is September. And it came in. I told y'all I've been waiting for it. Y'all seen in my videos what's still blue down in here. Cabinet. Okay. So, got that piece on. See, it's going to make this other color look a lot better, isn't it? So y'all see what I'm trying to do now. I just started that little piece there. Now the seats go there, here, and here. So they cover a big area down to where you see these holes right here. And then this seat base right here goes right there where it's no flooring. So not much of that's going to show. The only thing you're going to see is like 2 or 3 inches here. So I'm putting it out to the hangers. Those seats are the seat hangers. And then I'll have a piece goes right here in the middle. That's what I'm working on now. I've got those cut. That's going to be the dog right there. That's going to be awful, guys. Alright, guys. There's that was awful. I beat my head to death up under that dash. You see there's a light there. Then it's the cables where the cables come through. Fuse box. The live well connector. Throttle. I had to work around all that. And at the bottom there, guys, I got a piece I'm going to put at the bottom yet. I haven't decided whether to put the camo or the gray there. I was thinking about putting the camo there. I think it'd make it pop more. I don't know. And probably really ain't no much difference. Because the seat box goes back here. It comes out to here. Right? You're not going to have a very little showing anyway. A couple feet. Right? Most of the gray's done now. Let me see if I can turn y'all around like this. Okay? You see right here, I'm working on this. Alright. Got this done. Yeah, that's where the rod box goes. See the rod holder right there? Alright guys, what do you think? And guys, I've got stuff, my garage is a mess. I've got stuff scattered everywhere. I've been working on my house. I got plywood stacked over there. I got tools stacked around. I got to stop one day and just clean the garage because I haven't. I've been working on my house, painting on my garage now, working on my spare time. I got to power wash the house tomorrow. I got a house I'm ready to paint, so I got to go power wash it tomorrow and get it going. And then I got October and November, I got it full. Well, I ain't full. I got to say it this way. I got 2 decks to stain in October, I mean. And in November, I got 2 little decks to stain. Yeah, and a boathouse. So, yeah, I don't have a bunch, but that's all I need. I'm not working all the time. All right, just working a few hours here and there. So, yeah, I don't have but 20 some inches of the gray left, and I got this to do, and I got the step to do, and I got the edge over there from the top to the edge to do, guys, and I'll be done. Like I said, hopefully I'm gonna work on that a little bit more this evening. Right now I'm gonna start on that edge, and then when I get home from power washing tomorrow, I should finish this thing up and get it back together. Maybe I can have this video ready for Wednesday. We'll see. If not, y'all will get an old fishing video because I ain't had time to fish this week. I got a porta catch ready for next Sunday. I made that this week, but I hadn't fished but one day this week, and I made that video for the porta catch. for next Sunday. That's most important, giving y'all a chance to win something. All right, guys. This is the boat ramp I put in all the time. This is our boat ramp. I'm in at our subdivision. I live in the back of this creek right here, about 200 yards from here. I thought I would run down here. It's probably less than 200 yards, but I thought I'd run down here to get out the garage so y'all could see better. All right. Bam! I got it done. All right. I got the trim back on. That uses double-faced tape. You better have it where you want it when you let it touch. All right. And I'll tell you something, guys. Acetone's your friend when you're cleaning stuff that you're going to use tape or something sticky. Get it clean as you can. Acetone it off. Even this trim, I cleaned it real good. Thought it was clean. I went to put double-faced tape on it, but the first 3 inches maybe or so, and it wouldn't stick. I stopped and acetone it. Man, it stuck good then. Acetone can be your friend. Got the seats back in, and y'all remember I used to have a plane because there was a hole right there. Stuff would fall down in there. Not no more. That was the hardest thing. That was a dog. It goes up and it rolls like this. So, and of course I had the light, cables, fuse box, live well control, throttle to go around. The only way to do it, guys, was piece it. You couldn't cut that throttle out of a piece. You couldn't cut that fuse box a piece. This stuff's about a 1/4 inch thick. It's stiff. No. So I just done it in pieces, done the best I can. I think it looks okay. That's probably the poorest thing. The step, and I'll tell you another thing, guys, when they make these boats with carpet, a lot of stuff is not square. Carpet takes care of it and hides it. I'll tell you that now, okay? So there you go. Got the gray on the side. That's what I was waiting for. So that gray makes it pop. Okay, I'll give y'all a shot to the other side. Gray between the seats. Okay, let's walk around here. Look at that water shop. The wind's blowing quite a bit. It's supposed to rain this evening, night and tomorrow. All right, you can see the gray here now. Yep, there's a rod box. I see a little piece of something white over. That's probably off a rag. Yeah, I wiped the boat down before I brought it down here, and I cleaned my seats as I went back. They couldn't believe how dirty they were. And I'll tell you something I still learned. If you got marks in your seat won't come out, if you ever use those Mr. Clean white erasers, spray your 409 on there and get that white eraser on there. Yes, sir. Clean it right up. Those things, I use them all the time, guys. All right, there you go. Now, here's some questions. I said I was going to do this at the beginning. Here's some questions I know y'all going to ask, okay? I'm going to put my back to the wind here if I can. It's breezy. It feels good. What I had to do, I had to take everything off the boat. Carpet, everything I could get off, guys. All right, then you had to clean everything. Y'all seen that in the first video. You got to get all that carpet, all that glue off there. I bought this stuff called glue remover, contact cement glue remover, and I put that on it. That took most of it. Then mineral spirits, and then acetone at the end. You got to get it clean as you can. Okay, so we've done all that. All right, then I got this, when I ordered this material, this came in like in 4 or 5 days. I got it from Amazon, okay? Now, I watch a lot of the YouTubers that doing the boats, and they go like, oh, you don't want to use Amazon. It's not as sticky, it's not as good. Well, let me walk one around here. I can tell you, I'm gonna try to get out of the wind behind my motor here. I can tell you something, guys, this stuff is very sticky. There's a piece on my garage floor. My wife asked me this before I left a while ago. She said, did you get that piece off the garage floor up? I said, no, not yet. She said, you go get it up? I done pulled on it. If you got this aluminum, shiny aluminum clean, all right, if you've seen in my first video, then acetone it, make sure it's good and clean, nothing on it. You better have it where you want it when you lay it down, okay? It is stuck very good. The brand I used was called High Deck, okay, H-I Deck. It came from Amazon. It's $99 a roll. Now, I bought the 45-inch by 95 rolls. It took 4 rolls to do this. This part, I bought 1 gray. I had 3 inches left of the gray. Yes, that's all I had left was 3 inches. All right. So that give you an idea. I had no problem with it sticking. Like I say, you better have it where you want. You put it down. Now, I did learn a couple tricks, and I'll share those with you in a minute. But it's very good. Pros about it. I'm gonna give you my pros and cons. What I think about the EvaTurf. Number one thing, reason I want it, I hate carpet. When carpet gets wet, it takes forever to dry. You got to chop back it off, pull it outside in the sun. This stuff, guys, does not absorb water. All right, number one. Number two, it's lighter. It doesn't weigh nothing with carpet weighs, so that's going to help you too, guys. Should help you some, you know, when you weight. You got a big boat, carpet's a lot of weight, right? This stuff here, all 4 rolls, I could carry no problem. But all 4 rolls probably didn't weigh 10 pounds. Yeah, Yeah, it's got like on the lithium batteries, right? All right. Now, the cons about it, it's harder to fit to these compartments and stuff, okay? Compartments like this and stuff, it's harder to do, guys. And, yeah, spider web. Guys, in my house, spiders eat us alive. Every morning you walk out the door, you walk through spider webs. I'm in the woods, and on this lake, spiders love it. So what I had to do, I didn't add to this compartment lead, I added to here. I added, you ready? I added a piece of wood there, okay, on the front. Then I covered it with fiberglass. I took fiberglass resin. Now, guys, I fixed an old 54 Buick up one time, floorboards and stuff, and I've done it on a fiberglass boat before. I had a weak spot in the floor, so I learned how to work with fiberglass. But I got a couple of friends, auto body people, they told me what to do. I covered that wood with fiberglass. So I sealed it. Just like you got a fiberglass boat's got wood in it, you got to cover it with fiberglass, right? It seals it. I sealed that with fiberglass, sanded it off smooth, painted it black. And I painted black around all this stuff, so when you look in these cracks, it's black. So it was blue. My boat was blue, okay? That's what I done. That's how I got it to fit. You need to make your cracks as small as you can, but you got to have some crack, right? You don't want it hitting. This stuff cuts easy. You got a good sharp knife. One of those snap off knives was the best thing to cut it with, but still, as you cut it, it moves some. It wants to give some, because it is soft. It's hard to get a real pretty straight line. Some of these guys I see cutting on YouTube, they make it look easy. I think the more I do it, I could get better at it. When I was young, guys, I first got out of school, my first 4 years out of school, I done carpet, linoleum, we called it vinyl. People call it linoleum, but it's vinyl, flooring. And I done ceramic tile for 4 or 5 years. And after that, I done a lot. When I first got married, people would call me and go like, I need a piece of carpet put down. I need a new kitchen floor. I would go do this for cash money, have the extra money when I was young. Because, hey, I had to pay bills and we had to eat. All right? I don't do that anymore. I don't crawl around on the floor anymore, all right? But that's to me, that's the hardest thing. It's harder to handle than carpet. Carpet's easy. You can cut it. You can turn the lips. I have put carpet on about 6 boats, guys. I've done my old boat 3 times. I've done other people's boats, all right? And carpet's easy. You can be close. You can fit it. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just take it. When you pull it around here like this, you can put contact cement on it and flip it around the edges. You're done. I've done vans. Y'all remember back in the 80s? When vans used to be real popular, customized vans, I've done those. Cut them, put windows in the side, put carpet in them. So carpet was easy. I could have done this thing in carpet in probably 3 days. I have 104 hours in this thing. 104 hours. Yeah, and most of it is cleaning it. It's getting the old carpet off, and you gotta get it so clean. All right? And then the decking went fast. You know, this grade took me, I started this grade, I didn't get it till Friday. I worked on this grade Saturday, and I worked Monday, and I got home about 3 hours Monday evening. All right, so I got about 10 hours in the gray. But this part of here went pretty fast. Then it's putting everything back. It takes forever. But getting it clean is the hardest part. And if you're doing carpet, you don't have to have it quite that clean. All right, guys, thought I would share this with y'all. It's something different. I have different people asking me. I even have some local people ask me here and there, have you got it done yet? Have you got it done? And I'll tell you one more thing I learned. If you got a place that doesn't want to stick, all right, and I know I'm going to find a couple more places. I know of a couple. I didn't fool with them today because I just wanted to get this done, get this filmed for y'all. I had a place right here around this dash where it was really small right here, this little piece, in this little corner. Contact cement, guys. I just pulled it up. It was easy to pull up because I didn't want to stick. I brushed a little contact cement on the back of the foam, brushed a little bit on the metal, came back 10 minutes later, pushed it down, bam. That's what we used to do with carpet. If it'll hold a carpet on the boat forever, it'll hold that foam. All right, guys, appreciate y'all doing this, Fishing Lake Country. Shared something with you besides fishing, didn't I? If you have any questions, I'll try to answer best I can. So, appreciate y'all, guys. Hey, let's get out so we can catch some fish. See ya.